Hi, everybody. This is another version of the coaching school. Now, I'm going to give you a three-step recipe for somebody with a negative attitude. How do you coach someone with a negative attitude? First, before we get into the three steps, you have to start with a mindset of helpfulness. Simple, right? Think about it. When you have someone who has a negative attitude, does it inspire you as a leader? Does it motivate you? Nah, typically it frustrates us, right? So I want you to think about someone with a negative attitude. First, you have to start with yourself, your disposition. Now, people say, Tim, when you make that comment, it really comes off the wrong way that I like to coach people with a negative attitude. I said, because it's easy. I already know what the issue is. They're negative. By the way, they've been practicing that negativity for a while. They need someone to help them. That's why I think sometimes I'm having success coaching a negative attitude. With that being said, the first step is to reframe negativity. I don't use the terms negative attitude. I use language such as an opportunity to influence your teammates, the opportunity to raise your game. I try to use language that is non-judgmental. Because if I come up to you and say, you have a negative attitude, what is somebody going to do in that moment? Yeah, you're right. I've been working on me for years. It's not working. I need your help. No, they come up with reasons. They come up with a narrative of why you're wrong. The second thing is when we reframe, number two, we have to schedule time with that person. Between coaching sessions here at Progress Coaching, we teach something called the Learning Project. The Learning Project is, Bob, next week come in with two examples of where you performed positive, influential, random acts of kindness. And the Learning Project is tied to the area you're coaching, but it starts the next coaching conversation. So number one, reframe. Number two, uh, schedule time and use a learning project. The learning project will build momentum. Number three, it's going to seem corny, provide two supplemental coaching strategies. Supplemental coaching is something that supplements your direct coaching. You just prescribe it. You don't even physically have to be there. Number one, prescribe something influential, such as watching a positive video. One of the books I love is the Chicken Soup books by Mark Victor Hansen. And then a second one that I love is I want you to journal two observations of what your teammates did or somebody did that you felt really had a positive impact. What that does is it trains the eye to go look for good stuff. And then when you journal it, you tend to own it more. You will be amazed. Now, I'm going to give you a great success story. I had a young man well over 20 years ago. He's no longer young. I know I'm not young. And his sales were at 71%. And I've told this story for so many years because it still resonates because he's still at the same company. His manager at the time said, I got to get rid of him. He's not going to work out. And then I got to know this young man and I finally said, well, let me coach him. Now, remember, it was sales. His sales were low. So what I did is his learning project is you had to perform two random acts of kindness for people around you. Number two, I used some supplemental coaching. I had two guys, Eric and Matt. And if they're watching this, they'll laugh because they know I've told this story. I said, guys, when he's on the phone and he does something really well and you hear something, tell him. And if you guys wouldn't mind grabbing him for lunch, maybe once a month, it'd be great. Because this guy he was recluse from his teammates. And over time, things started to improve. He started to have lunch with people. He started to engage. So my strategy was to build up a positive environment around him to give him the choice to eradicate, to erode his negative attitude. Now, I bet till this day, and I haven't talked to him in years, I'm sure he still battles his attitude. It's not about curing. It's about facilitating the improvement and maintaining progress. Within 12 months, his sales went from 71 to 119%. Don't underestimate this because it happened at this company. His sales improvement, everybody saw it. Guess what everybody wanted? Coaching. Not just from me, but from their managers. So I'll never forget his manager, who, remember, did not want to keep him, called me up in the first 60 days. He goes, your coaching doesn't work. And I said, what are you talking about? He goes, it has nothing to do with sales. He's out serving pizza in the SBU unit, which is these collection of cubicles where sales teams would reside. And I started smiling. I said, oh, he did his learning project. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, well, the learning project, Jeff, is he has to practice positivity. He practices negativity really well. We both agree on that. And I said, what are you seeing? He goes, well, he's out there having fun. I said, fun, Jeff? He said, yeah. And I go, when was the last time you saw that kid smile? That year, he went to 119%. And remember, he was in the brink of, termination. He resurrected his career. He is still at that same company 20 some years later. So one person can be transformational for a department, for a company. But at this company, everybody started to want coaching. We even started a volunteer sales coaching program for sales reps. So again, the idea is the ingredients. So in this story, I use peer-to-peer, I use the learning project, I use scheduled one-on-one coaching, and I put that into a recipe to get him to practice positivity without telling him ever, you have a negative attitude. What are your thoughts? What are your impressions?